leader of the Democratic Alliance, DA, John Steenhuisen, has come under heavy fire from the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, for allegedly selecting unfit personnel while serving as Minister of Agriculture. Before we go any further, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and enable the bell so that you can get all of our updates. Steenhuisen is the subject of the EFF censure due to his purported involvement in what the party views as a DA cadre deployment pattern and governance issues. The EFF aggressively condemned what they saw as possible examples of cronyism and mismanagement under Steenhuisen's leadership at the Ministry of Agriculture, emphasizing the significance of moral and merit-based hiring standards in public posts. The accusations made by the EFF have sparked conversations about accountability and transparency in public institutions and political parties. The EFF's position is in line with a wider political consensus on how important it is to maintain the highest standards of competence and integrity in appointments to public office. The EFF's denunciation highlights the intricacies of political personnel choices and the ramifications they have for governance and public service delivery, particularly in light of the ongoing issues surrounding Steenhuisen's alleged staff hires. In response to the EFF's allegations, Steenhuisen has defended his reputation as a public worker and denied any misconduct. The discussion that is taking place highlights the crucial point at which political leadership, ethics, and accountability converge in the context of governance and calls for a more thorough investigation of the values that underpin hiring practices in public positions. Once again, the Winnie Madikizela Mandela House is the venue for a significant gathering hosted by the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF. Juliusmalema, the president and commander-in-chief, is presiding over the gathering. This assembly is a component of the activities leading up to the Third National People's Assembly, which is scheduled for December. The EFF leaders talk about plans and strategy for the next assembly throughout the meeting. They want to make sure they are prepared to address the requirements of their followers and to make their message stronger. Malema and other leaders are concentrating on important community-affecting concerns including social equality, economic fairness, and land reform. The EFF aims to give South Africans more authority, particularly those who have experienced hardship in the past. It is time to unite and take action at the War Council meeting. To build a better future for everyone, members are urged to collaborate and exchange ideas. With the National People's Assembly drawing near, the EFF wants to garner momentum and significantly alter South Africa's political terrain. The gathering is indicative of the EFF's dedication to defending citizens' rights and advancing their goal of a society that is more fair. Veteran journalist Adriaan Basson has boldly called on President Cyril Ramaphosa to remove Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi and Justice Minister Ronald Lamola from their positions. In reaction to recent issues that have dogged both leaders, Basson has taken a stand that raises questions about their appropriateness for their respective positions. According to Basson, Cyrilramaphosa made a number of mistakes and lacked responsibility in important legal problems during his time as Justice Minister. He draws attention to the ministry's neglect of the substantial backlogs in the court system, which have added to the public's mounting annoyance. Cyrilramaphosa's handling of high-profile cases has also drawn criticism, with claims of improper treatment and political meddling, which has intensified demands for his dismissal. Basson, on the other hand, criticizes Lesufi mostly for his leadership in Gauteng. Lesufi is known for being a vibrant politician, but Basson says the premier hasn't lived up to the expectations placed on him, especially when it comes to service delivery and education. South Africa's economic center, Gauteng, has been confronted with a growing number of issues, such as a rise in crime, failing infrastructure, and a stagnating economy. According to Basson, Lesufi's government hasn't shown the kind of strong leadership these problems need to be properly addressed. Beyond only criticizing the people in issue, Basson makes a more comprehensive call to action. He feels that by continuing to put up with ineffective leaders like Cyrilramaphosa and Lesufi, Ramaphosa is undermining both his presidency and the public's confidence in governmental institutions. Basson highlights the significance of decisive leadership and accountability in light of the significant economic and social issues that South Africa confronts. It is unclear whether Ramaphosa would take Basson's request seriously, but it is evident that the people is becoming